What up, my ESO homies? It's Maximum Dracula. I wanted to show off the housing in another game that I used to play a long time ago called Wizard101. So while I wait for the house to load, I'll explain the game. It's basically you're a young wizard at a wizarding school. It's not Harry Potter, but I mean it's totally Harry Potter. There are 7 schools of magic you can learn from. There's fire, ice, storm, life, death, myth, and balance, and each one has a strength and weakness versus one of the others. You can probably figure it out. But let's travel to my house so we can get this tour started. So the way this game works, housing is based on like a grid system. You can't place things anywhere, unfortunately, like in ESO, so I can't make fanciful Millennium Falcons or anything like that. But I tried to do the best I could with this housing system. So I wanted to show off this house. This is the Storm House. Each school has a house based around, the theme of the magic, and this is obviously storm and water, lightning, etc. So let's take a little quick tour. Here is one of my gardening areas, and basically everything in the house is hand placed. All the trees, shrubs, and flowers, gnomes are purchased or won from quests or boss fights or crafted. Got a little fishing area here. And we're going to go up and around to the outside. I have 4 portals, 2 in each house, and they're linked to the other house. The indoor is linked to the outdoors, and vice versa. This is my graveyard, and I'll show each of these ghosts. These are some of the pets you can have in the game. This ghost stands in front of its own grave, and the lady ghost over there presides over them. She's the mistress of the house. There are over 100 pets, I believe, and there are a lot of reskins, but there are a lot of different ones. As you can see, this is my favorite. Carry with me, the Spark Beast. It's a little cat bat, and it's adorable. Here is one of my teleport receiver locations. I put these sigils down to make them look fancy. They're from the different schools, and they're pretty rare to get, but again, I bought them from the auction house or crafted them myself. If you guys want to see the crafting or anything else, combat, just let me know and I'll post another video for that. Here's one of the teleport transmitters. This one goes to the outdoors, or the indoors of the other house. But we're going to go inside first. I keep, I guess you could say, my technology in this house and my fancy mythological and magical stuff in the other house. So this is another teleport location, the Storm Sigil with the, since this is the main room of the house, I want it to look bombastic and technological. So you have all these celestial pillars and devices that who knows what they do. Oh, as you can see here, the walls, this is something ESO could totally steal from this game. The flooring is, and wallpaper, you can add your own custom. So you can see the stormy walls. If I remove that, here's the default walls of this room, just boring stone or rather steel plates. But then you can switch it out with whatever you want. I think I have floors in another room I'll show off. These walls are custom. This is something ESO could add as well. This is a teleporter to the bazaar, which is the auction house. They don't have an auction house, but hey, you could have like instead of having to go to the map, a teleporter to your favorite zone in your house. Also, this is an actual weapon. I could grab this off the wall and equip it. ESO could do that. Let us put stuff on the walls. These are all my storm pets, and most of these are also some of the attacks you see in the game. That is a Kraken, for example. That's King Triton, that floaty guy that just went by. This is my other thing that ESO needs, aquariums. So if I go to the aquarium here, and also, this is where a lot of the puns come in, so get ready for that. We have some fish that I've caught that I could put in this aquarium to replace the dragon eel. That comes from the Mushu land I mentioned earlier. But we have barracuda, a black catfish, which is literally a cat, boss hog, a fire school, he's got a mortarboard, owl-eyed pike, that one's the worst pun. This is a Crocatopian eel. That's from Crocotopia, the Egyptian world. We have lizards and crocodiles there. Ninja fish, also from Mushu. As you can see, I do have a Japanese obsession, and Robin Hood fish, aka archer fish. And I have one more aquarium over here. I would have more, but they're really expensive to make. They're craftable. But this is my favorite pun, fish and chips. And it's literally dressed like Eric Estrada. Pause for laughter. Okay, moving on. Here is my game room. I have a tic-tac-toe board up on, these blocks. I wanted to lift it off the ground so it would look like you could play it, and you can also walk on top of it. But these are all instruments you can literally play. We'll go to the bass guitar, and then I can, on my keyboard, play the instruments. Each instrument also has like a loop, so if I didn't want to play it, I could just let that play on its own, and then I have a drum, a trumpet, a guitar, a sound machine, which just makes literally random noises for some reason. But yeah, I wanted all these, so I bought all of them. Next up is my kitchen. This is the Arthurian, I believe it's called Avalon. Yeah, Avalonian. The Arthurian legend world, and then I have some other stuff to show off that, hey, you can actually cook here. This is the sink is actually usable, just like in ESO. A lot of the features are animated. You can see my breakfast is cooking itself in case I get hungry. And then over here is the bedroom, also the same style, Avalon, with some, fireplace. And a little sitting area. And finally in this house, there is this is the back door where that tower ends, but if you come back here, you have a bathroom. Sink and bathtub. No toilets, unfortunately, and then no way to make them manually like in Elder Scrolls. But as you can see, the kimonos there, and these paper walls are just to help block off the bathroom for privacy reasons. If you go over here and take a left to the other side of the house, you'll find another teleport room, and this one is guarded by the bears and foxes and wolves of the Arthurian legend area. And this leads to the outside of my villa. As you can see, this summoning circle, this is the, I want to say this one's the myth one, but I wanted to make it extra, so I added these little trinkets as, summoning foci. Down there's my portal to the inside of the other house where the storm room is, and it's guarded by statues as well. This house is my museum/meditation, and you'll see what I mean on both of those, hopefully. I've got a lot of statuary from the different worlds, different quests, and fighting bosses you can see, and a lot of Torii gates, so you can go on a 1,000-step journey and learn to tranquilize. All the different color flower beds you can get in the game. Just wanted to show those off. These are this is from the Viking world, these ice sculptures. So you can see they're perpetually in war, the bears versus the wolves. But down on this side, there's a nice waterfall with a rainbow that's pre-built into the house. There's not a lot of water features you can add. There are a couple of fountains you'll see upcoming. Is one here in my second favorite area, the outdoor Tranquility Cove. You can toss a little food to the koi, and it jumps up and eats it. It's great. One of the few animated things. And this is another Kraken statue that I won from a boss, I believe. All of these trees were bought or purchased or crafted, so hand-placed and everything. The paper lanterns. Inside is a museum of sorts. So we'll go through that real quick and then be done. The music is custom, or rather you can buy music and have it being played in a jukebox. This room is all my wall furnishings and all my treasure chests lined up. Some Japanese planters and vases. I love this vase style. I'm gonna go up and see the rest of my pets. All my storm pets are in my storm house, and all my other pets are here. Got a bunch of the Crocotopian lizards, mummies. Got all the flying creatures and dragons and phoenix. And some quadrupeds like the fire cats and unicorns. Yes, there are unicorns in this game, which makes it infinitely better than Elder Scrolls. Some of these are the Marleybone cats I mentioned, and rats. I forgot they had rats there as well. Some lucky leprechauns, a hopping pumpkin from Halloween, etc. And the pets follow you around when you're in your house, and you don't have them locked anywhere. I just have them all here. This is my crafting room. Some more paintings. Again, the walls and floor are custom. So I'll show how boring this house is without them. Just blank white walls. I like the red and the stone. It goes well together. We go next to my hallway of thrones, or the throne room. Sorry. My outdoor courtyard. Here are my big statues. Again, unicorns. This one is custom made. And again, I just place things on the grid, but I call it Fire and Ice. 2 cats perpetually staring at each other. And I made this one too. The father teaching the sons, teaching piety. And here is where the teleporter comes into this house. So you land and you're in a garden. Have over here my sitting area. You can't sit in chairs. That's my one, I'll say my one downside in this game. You can't sit on anything. Here is my second bedroom, and if you hear behind me, I have a lot of clocks. Clock collection. They're not set to the same times, which drives me just a little bit crazy. It's fine though. We'll move on. I'm not going in any particular order. That's the fire rune and the teleporter that leads to the outside of my other house. But this is my dojo. Again, custom walls, custom wall hangings, all the weapons I could find in the game, which took forever to collect. And then this upcoming room is my favorite indoor room, and I think you'll see why. It is the Tranquility Cove. You can sit around the fire. You can have a Japanese or Victorian tea service. You can stare at the many dragons, or you can come here and light candles and really get that sense of inner balance. Let's go from here to back to the other house, and we will end the tour. Oh yes, these are more Viking and Avalonian windows and Viking statues. I believe I had a if you looked carefully, there was a Mjolnir back there. This leads to the outside of the other house and the end of the tour. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I think I'll have a few more videos from this game just to show off the auction house, maybe the combat, anything you want to see in the let me know in the comments. But otherwise, have a good day. Peace out.